Yo, I'm back. God damn these compies, man. This is the next day, so now it is the 2nd of March. It's Tuesday. And, yeah, I just kind of got off last night. I, corrected my settings some more. Hopefully my leveling should be a bit slower. Ironic, because I just gained a level. Die. Okay. Next server setting to get nerfed is probably going to be my harvest rate, since that's also going way too fast for my personal liking. I don't want this, I don't want my playthroughs to be at the very, like, grounded, normal Ark speed of, like, oh yeah, it's going to take you the better part of, like, half an hour to build a, like, 2x2 thatch house. But I also don't want it to be where, like, 3 episodes time I've got flat. Not even flak. I can probably get flak quite easily. Well, I can. But I don't want it to be like 3 episodes time. I've got like riot gear. I'm diving for like pearls and stuff like that. But, yeah. And that's the one consistent thing that's always bothered me about playing through Ark. I can never find. I have yet to be able to find like decent settings for like where the game isn't ridiculously fast but like boringly slow. Like it's slow enough to keep you interested and to give you the feel of like, oh yeah, I actually don't have all the stuff that I'm working, like it's gonna be challenging for me to get a good amount of metal. But in the same way also to where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be, you know, level 100 in like 3 or 4 episodes. But I also don't want it to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like 30 episodes in before I start actually getting metal. Oh, there's a 140? Dang. Probably should have read more on that before I killed it. Where did I build my house? Okay. Yeah, sorry about the, pauses. I'm chatting with some friends from school on a Discord server. Again, the nice benefits of, recording my stuff is that's really not a huge issue for you guys. Huh. Alright, that should be good. God, run. I'm realizing that, like, I've built here so much. Like, I build here so often. Like, I'd say every 3rd time I play on the center, I end up building here. Likewise, I would like to be somewhere else. And also, like, I don't think I'm moving at my full speed, but I can't really tell. But, like, I feel like the more you increase your maximum weight, the, like, less forgiving your speed is. Because when it's at 100, once you get up into, like, the 80s, you start getting slowed, but I'm about 50-ish off my max weight, and I feel like I'm being slowed now. Like, the slowness as your weight fills up becomes less and less forgiving. I just like to confirm I have a good idea of where I am. I should probably make some more bolas, or, like, make a bed. Or just play at my level of the game. But, like, seriously, I've got, like, 700 hide? That's ridiculous. Like, that takes some of the fun out for me. What the hell is slowing me down so much? Go. No. That's it. We should get unequip the Homo Deus stuff. But it just gets deleted. Seems like Ark is very unforgiving with that skin. Shit, that saw me, didn't it? Yep. Where do I go? I don't want to run down to my house, actually. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll luck out and he'll stop following me. Because of the way creatures aggro works in Ark, that's not really going to be the case. I mean, honestly, I'm confident in the local trikes. There's a good chance that, like, most of them in this area will aggro when he starts to fight with, like, one of them. And that's always been, like, a really big thing for the trikes, especially after their, like, TLC patch. I can see that damn Rex. Like... But, yeah, that's always been a big thing for the trikes. That, like, especially, yeah, like I said, especially after their TLC patch a couple years back. Where they're able to, like, kind of sort of be pack animals. And, they can hold their own really well against a lot of larger creatures. And it took me a while to figure out, but that's what that little, like, glow, like that orangish red glow around their horns means. Is that they're, like, that there's something big nearby, like a Rex. Or, like, a pack of Allos. Like, big dinos that would usually be a really big threat. Likewise, that also means that I would, no matter what stage of the game I'm at, it would be kind of helpful to have, like, 3 or 4 trikes sitting around, because, like, at all stages of the game, they're really useful. Later on, sure, you'll have better berry gathering dinos, but those guys still pack a punch. So that goes from 205 to, like, that still increases by 35. Which I guess is better than 50. But, like, whatever. I really don't think I should be making wooden stuff yet. But in the same way that I can, I'm gonna. Just because, well, yeah, I don't know. Decent XP, I guess. And I'd like to progress a bit. I want to build a mortar and pestle, but I need a ton of stone for that. Not gonna be too much of an issue, though. Really not gonna be too much of an issue. And pestle. For my own sanity, I'm gonna go turn my harvesting rate down. Be right back. I am back. Re-equipping my gloves because, apart from yawning, I hate the way that your fingers and your part of your hand stick through the gloves. I just took my harvesting rate down. It was up on like 2.7, so yeah, no wonder. But this should feel a lot more. Yeah, this is a lot more preferable. That's something for recording. Alright. Yeah. So with my XP largely corrected, and my harvesting rate largely corrected, I feel like I finally have a more balanced play session. I didn't learn narcotics, but I believe I accidentally learned stimulants. So that's nice. I want to get into the habit of using my, like, I want to just pick up some recording habits. I mean, I've kind of got it naturally now, just to clip pretty much everything that's, like, mildly amusing to me. But, yeah. For the most part, I'm not going to cut too much of the footage out of my videos until I have, like, a better idea. Kind of. Really, a purple drop here? Whatever. My stat increase might become a problem, but it probably won't be too bad. Because I'm... How was that? Oh, most jobs. Because I'm playing solo, and because I greatly took down. I keep yawning. God damn. My stat increase shouldn't be too much of a problem because I greatly took down my harvesting, my XP gain, and I took like 2/3 off of my harvesting rate. So, yeah. It's a purple drop out there, I think, or red. I think that's another purple, or maybe that's white. I never understand why they'll put white, like white drops out in the middle of the ocean or on the lava island. And that's got the ring. Dang it. Well, I guess all I really can do is ponder in search of lesser things, tame and kill. So yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. I'm getting more and more, like, I'm feeling more and more inclined to play Ark as I play more Ark. I think part of the reason I don't play this game as much as I used to is because around when I first got it, for the first, like, 2 years of me having it, I played Ark, like, a ton. Like, almost every day that I was on playing, I was on Ark for at least an hour. This game was massively addictive to me. And I feel like in the years that I've had it, I've played it mostly dry. Like, I've been on all the maps, pretty much. Well, yeah, I've been on all the maps. And it definitely shows that I've played some more than others. But, like, I've played the Genesis DLC pretty thoroughly. Extinction, well, hell, I've got the skins to prove that I've beaten it. I've played a lot on the island, on the center. I've played a good bit on Ragnarok. Ragnarok is probably one of my least favorite maps. I love the diversity of it, but I don't know. The map feels too, like, different, but also I don't know. It's just like it doesn't hit the same way as a lot of the other maps do. Genesis is entirely unique. I mean, come on, you can be on the goddamn moon. So yeah. Extinction made Ark feel a lot more apocalyptic. And oh god. Is he glowing? What's the issue? Oh no, he's not. It's just a glare. Okay. So yeah, and then Extinction gave Ark more of an apocalyptic feeling, and it made the game feel a lot more like desperate. Like you feel a lot more like alone on those maps on Extinction. God damn it. Can any of the other dinosaurs do something? I'm out of stamina pretty much. Dang. They should attack one of the turtles. I'm gonna make them. Don't kill me, you. Well, I'm not getting some dillos yet then, apparently. I could definitely use some more arrows. Shit, not again, nope. God, I hate how they keep, like, they all spit at you. Can the venom wear off, please? Christ. I never felt so threatened by, like, everything. God. Let me heal up enough to move again. There we go. Now, I would love to figure out... I would love to find, like, a parasaur. 90. Come on, man, really? Whatever. The nice thing about living on the beaches is it's very challenging to get lost if you follow the beaches. I feel like you can hear my mom yelling in the background, which is another reason I'd love to actually start. Why do I keep yawning? I'm not even really tired. But it's another reason that I'd really love to set my rhythm up properly for playing and recording. Is obviously so that I can be a lot louder and not have to, like, force myself to be quieter and talk differently later on in the night. But also so that my parents aren't constantly terrible. I'm gonna make a shield. Also, why is my stamina regenerating so slowly? We're back. And now I've got to go eat. So obviously, yeah, this is a good time to cut the recording. I'm back and I now have a milkshake. Okay. I wish I could shield run, like shield charge. So yeah, I've really got to get better at commentary because I have something of a stuttering problem usually, and it's quite apparent frequently. There's also usually I put pretty long pauses in between my words because like it's not because I get lost in thought or anything, it's just because like I just cannot think of like what I need to say next, like that. And well, yeah, I have an issue with using and saying well and yeah to like transition. So I just need to like practice pretty much speaking as a whole. It's funny, English is my first language and I still just cannot speak it. Although I guess that's less with like I guess that's less to do with English and more to do with just me speaking. But yeah. I should have quite a bit more free time to record and to stream and to just like focus on my YouTube channel, because I'm I've been doing online classes for a while. But still, like, you know what I mean. And with online classes, I don't know why, but I find it a lot easier to actually like I find that online classes I actually like have some motivation to do something. So I actually kind of get some work done, and then once class is over, it's just over and I can immediately hop on and start recording. If I'm recording, I can make videos at a slower rate, obviously, but in turn that also means that my stuff will be, I guess you could say, higher quality. This is still nowhere near quality content, but I'm at least trying to make it better than just like streaming for like a couple hours every day. I regret streaming as much as I did, because I would have a lot more experience with making videos, recording them, rendering them, all that stuff. And, you know, I probably could have actually built a better, like, subscriber base, I guess is what you'd say. But I'm starting to put my channel out there a lot more. That is a raptor. I don't understand why they do that stupid slow run sometimes. Seems to be a raptor all alone. There's a parasaur over here. I'm feeling pretty good. What's he being chased by? Nothing, alright. Where's that bloody raptor to? That him? That's him. With some dillos. Alright. Hope he's not a stupidly high level. If I can tag one of those dillos and bring him over here with me. To me, rather. I can't really see because of the glare. Hello. Oh no, it is multiple raptors. I think I saw the tail of another. He just kind of try and stalk. Yeah, stalk the raptors. Get some higher ground. Are they fighting the dillos? Oh yeah, they are. God damn these bugs, man. And like that raptor is getting torn up, and on top of that, it's like getting attacked by 7,000 things, and it's like, yes, the dude standing on a rock 70 feet away from me is my immediate threat. Damn these bugs, man. Die. Christ. about 3 years after getting this game, and the bugs are still one of my biggest threats. I know they did not kill the raptor. Oh my god. I know I'm not out of stamina right now. Don't think because I'm out of stamina, don't mean that I won't fight you. I'll throw hands at you all day. Come on. Yeah! I'm terrible. Die. I also wish that there was, like, I hope that in Ark 2, they polish some of the combat. I want there to be more, like, I don't want all the focus of Ark 2 to go into developing, like, combat systems, but I kind of wish there was more you could do with a spear than just a simple little jab. I mean, I know you can throw it as well, but I'm talking, like, if you're running, you should be able to, like, charge with it. That's a level 85. I'm not knocking you out with a club. I can quite easily kill you, though. And you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You're gonna die. You're gonna be not so snap. You're powerless. Yeah. You're not eating my damn raptor. But, like, say if you're running, you should be able to, like, hold the attack button. Or, like, do a combination of holding, like, the, like, you hold L2 and R2, like, your throw button and your attack button while sprinting, and you'd be able to, like, charge with the spear. And it would constantly drain stamina a little bit faster than running, than just normal running. But it would do, like, say, by default, it would do, like, 10% more damage than a regular spear attack. And the longer you run, the more it'll build up its damage until it reaches, like, probably twice the amount. Or, like, if you jump, you should be able to do, like, a big, like, thrust downwards. That would do massive damage. There should also be the factor of, like, you being able to, like, jab the spear into something and leave it impaled into them. Again, yeah, this should... Then again, though, like, if they were to implement the combat system I'm talking about, or, like, just something similar to what I have envisioned, that would take them a lot of time to animate and to, like, balance, because I know as far as it goes, I'm, like, nothing in the Ark community. I'm just a very, very small YouTuber who plays Ark, well, yeah, does YouTube basically for a hobby. And, I mean, I pretty much have never really taken PvP serious to an extent, or online play in general, really. So, like, yeah. And much as I hate to say it, Ark is definitely, like, online and PvP focused, so. But then again, a more diverse combat system would also be really interesting for PvP. But also, I would hope that in Ark 2, I know it's not going to happen because it's set in the future of Ark, like, it's set in the world of Ark, but, like, even further into the future, I believe. I believe Extinction is, like, as far as the story goes, Extinction is technically the last. Because, like, yeah, Genesis is the story arc, but I don't think it really contributes anything to the already existing Ark story, but rather I think Genesis has its own lore behind it, kind of. But, like, sorry if I talk louder when it starts to rain, it's just that it's so damn loud. I should focus on getting this dude home. But, yeah, because of the way it is, like, it takes place further into the future, so if anything, there's gonna be more tech stuff, like, I don't know, it's just, again, this is going back to, like, Ark, with, like, jetpacks and plasma rifles, and it's just never anything that I envisioned in the future of Ark. But it did, so. Whatever. What level are you? 20. I should probably try and tame some of these, but in the same way, I just can't be bothered. But, like, going back to the combat, seriously, though, look at Santiago's spear. It's a Spino out there. Like, you can't tell me that with the way this thing looks, you would seriously expect this to do a lot more damage than it does. Like, you would definitely expect this weapon to tear in. There's 2 Spinos, god. You definitely expect this spear to tear into things, and, like, you'd be able to jab the spear into something and leave it stuck in them, like I said. That would also get Ark much more of a mature rating. The most violence this game has is when you hit something, just a low splatter of blood. That's not even, like, physical. It doesn't remain in the environment, or, like, there's blood when you hit something, that's about it. Some attacks cause, like, immense amount of bleeding. That's still not even really bad, though. It's just the same effect, but, like, on a bigger scale. But yeah. It looks so odd, but in the same way so pretty. Like, right there, like, I have no idea what the hell that is. I think that's, like, the sky behind those rocks. But then, with the way it gets all dark and black, it makes me think that it's a rendering issue. And the center has this inconsistency of, like, it starts raining every, like, 5 minutes, and it just rains for, like, half an hour at a time. Like, it's very annoying. And also, every time it rains, it storms, I think. God. Certain parts of this game really do make you feel, like, alone. Holy crap. Let me just, like... Okay, my shield makes this look really weird, actually. That's my shirt. Of course I speak about how long it rains. That's just an inconsistency, though. Because also like that, I think the center is the only map where it can rain for like 2 minutes at a time. But I'm pretty much guaranteed to, God, is that you? Christ. I'm also pretty much guaranteed that it'll start raining at least once, probably 2 or 3 more times during this recording. And I also kind of want to, like, record Minecraft, but Minecraft is a very hit or miss game for me. Like, I think that's one of the biggest issues with me like, recording games, is that I'm not saying that no other gaming YouTuber is like this, but unlike a lot of them, I actually spend a good bit of my free time, well, to be a lot more precise, almost all of my free time playing games. So, like, regardless of, despite how much I stream and record and play of one game on camera, and despite how much you guys may see of me playing it, but, like, my mood changes for certain games very, very frequently. Like, even though I may only upload enough footage for, like, an hour gameplay, an hour of Ark gameplay a week, I might have played Ark for, like, 20-something hours that week. And as such, I'll end up being quite bored of it. And because of that, I will not want to, like, really play it. And Minecraft is this thing's gonna get killed. Minecraft's very much like that for me. God damn it, man. Like, can I go anywhere without the goddamn Dilophosaurs without there being hundreds of them? I've killed, like, 7 of them already on my way here. Fucking, like, back up. I don't like that you pelt things in the face with arrows, and it still will just, like, not slow down in the slightest bit. Again, with that many arrows in its face, all you have to do is hit it in the face, and it's dead, because all that's going straight back into its skull. Christ, man, I can't do anything. I'm about to attack this Bronto and just make him kill everything on this beach. God. Okay, there's a lot more Parasaurs here. I'm gonna tame quite a few of them. I might as well, right? I mean, the Parasaurs are low level, but everything else that exists in the world of Ark is at least a bare minimum of like 70. Except for the goddamn Parasaurs, except for the one thing that I want to tame right now, like, that I really need to tame. I can't find a decent leveled one. And I know because of that, the next one I find is gonna be like a 150, but, you know. Repair the damn club. 15. 85. You will do. No, man, I knew that would happen. This time I can knock this out. Please. Usually when your club's about to break, so it's your bola. Please. Awesome. It would be ready as I start to repair it. Why are they so I don't understand why they're so damn fast when they're wild. But like... Whatever. Get knocked out now. Please. You're not actually about to take, like, another whole club and get free, are you? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get killed by... No, don't fight the Bronto. Oh, man. You're actually attacking my damn Parasaur. Dude, don't run... Man, this is what I mean about how stupid dinos are in this game. Christ. I trust and hope that that's the same one there. God damn. This is just not my day. This is the challenge I was looking for in Ark. It's not as much of a challenge as it is just stupid, though. Again, I believe I spelt my name right. But do keep in mind that there's different there's masculine and feminine pronunciations of things in French. And at that, there's also, like, French and Canadian French. So, if you happen to know French and anything that I might spell that's in French could be wrong, like slightly off, there's a good chance it is, because I'm very terrible with French and I don't have much shame in admitting that I can barely speak it or write it. But at the same time, keep in mind that things might be, if it's only just slightly misspelt or like some of the grammar isn't proper, it's because, well, yeah, French Canadian and not like French. Now I need goddamn berries. One thing I'm never really gonna change much is the taming rate, though, because I did lower it by a pretty significant amount. It was on like 8. So that smaller things like these weak ass parasaurs that are gonna get killed in no less than 10 minutes. I don't have to wait 20 minutes on these weak ass dudes to tame. But in the same way, it still takes a while for bigger things to tame. Like, you can get a good idea of how fast they do tame. I'm gonna get them to kill this. No parasaur kill, I guess. Oh no, they're killing it. Oh wow. Good job. That shouldn't be too far away now. I'd like to craft my bow up. I'd also like to, going more into the combat system, I'd love to be able to hurl axes at things. Like you see Santiago do it in the trailer. Which, by the way, might I point out, like, I long to be able to fight in Ark the way they do in the trailer. Like, Santiago is a complete badass, and the fact that he's played by Vin Diesel does not, that's definitely a pretty big help. But, in no way does his actor hinder his character. But, like, I know that with the way, again, that's the beauty of trailers, but that's also in the same way a sad and annoying thing about trailers. And I know that that's not necessarily the developer's fault, because it would probably take, like, the amount of time it would take to animate and properly implement the controls for all that combat would probably take about as long as it took to make this entire game. There it is. But in the same way, like, even if they could implement it like that, they'd probably have to do something like they do in, like, MMO games, where you've got a giant, like, pallet? P-A-L-L-E-T, I think is how it's spelled, where essentially you've got, like, just a big, like, bar of things on your screen. Not a hot bar like I have here down here. Here down here. But, like, if you've ever played, like Neverwinter, Final Fantasy, or at least, like, some of the Final Fantasy Online games, how they've got a, like, a big display down at the bottom of your screen where, like, every button on the D-pad has something you can do. X, square, like, every normal button, X, square, triangle, circle, all those do something completely different. And then, like, if you hold L1 or R1, then every D-pad button and every button will do something different. And it would just be, then the controls would be a complete mess. So, like, to balance, to animate, and to implement the controls, all that would do, on top of all that, you'd probably only be able to, like, reasonably play like that in VR. Which is why I strongly believe that VR games are why I believe VR is a big part of the future and is pretty much the future of gaming. Because I don't really think I've talked about it much on video, but I am planning on saving up to buy a PC. I'm not gonna, like, go all out. Like, I'm not gonna spend 3 months getting... Oh, video clip saved. I need to cut the ending a bit off that one. And in 3, 2, 1, we should be good. Alright, continue. So yeah, I'm not planning on spending like 3 or 4 months trying to get a whole bunch of like these top tier high-end parts and then like sell my kidney on the black market to sell a kidney on the black market to be able to buy all these parts. Like I want to get something that runs like I want something that runs good, right? Like I don't need to be able to run Minecraft at 4,000 frames per second. But in the same way, I would like to be able to have a computer. Well, yeah, thing is in like platform that doesn't destroy itself trying to turn itself on, like my goddamn Acer laptop. And obviously, once I get that, I have plans that I'm gonna try and save up to buy a VR setup of some kind. Right now, my attention is set on the... I was planning on getting PlayStation, like, gonna try and get PlayStation VR for my birthday. But I've decided that I'm not gonna push it with that, because as cool as that seems, I would like to try and just start actually, like, saving up and getting stuff on my own terms. Like, because, yeah. So... Again, I'm going to try and save up enough to buy all the parts for a decent computer. And by no means am I saying, like, oh yeah, I'm getting a computer, I'm never going back to console gaming. That is definitely not the case, but the way I see it, with the current state of the world, having a computer would make my life much easier. Because, as I said, I pretty much spend all my free time gaming. And if I've got my own computer, that means that I won't have to use the garbage school Chromebooks for my online classes. I'll be able to use my own good PC and like have it with my own proper setup. And then on top of that, I'll also have my own like personal computer to use for whatever I want. And that's actually something that I've never had.